An altcoin collapse is incoming. And that's because a bankrupt Celsius is very likely going to sell Cardano, Polygon Matic, and Solana versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's just one of many trades. The altcoins in general are performing very poorly since beginning of the year versus Bitcoin and ETH. And that's really what matters in the end, right? Why do you get into altcoins? You get into altcoins in order to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. Altcoins have more risk than Bitcoin, so you should be compensated for that risk with higher performance. But if that higher performance doesn't come, then why take on the risk? Here, look at this chart. This is the Bitcoin dominance plus the Ethereum dominance. It is in somewhat of a long-term sidewards range. This is a chart starting in 2017 all the way to today. And it oscillates between 82% and 58%. So what is that chart? It shows how much of all of crypto is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Or in other words, if you flip this around, how much of all of crypto is in altcoins. And there seems to be somewhat of a stable range. Sometimes there is an altcoin rally where the altcoins outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. And sometimes people are rather cautious, get into Bitcoin and ETH to sell the altcoins. The very thing we currently see with Celsius. And so the current dynamics look like Bitcoin and Ethereum are likely going to continue to outperform the rest of the altcoin market. This is when altcoins are very expensive. This is when the altcoins are very cheap. And they're currently moving from being overvalued to losing value versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this is not just happening since the SEC did all of its funny games with declaring random altcoins as securities, right? This is already happening since November of 2022, so 9 months roughly. This is a natural cycle that's developing, and currently there's simply not enough new entrants. Altcoins need new entrants into the space. They need an expansion of the crypto space in order to outperform. Altcoins tend to have higher token inflation, a lot of tokens get printed, and so they only can take advantage of their inherent leverage because of less liquidity if there is enough new capital entering. Otherwise, the token inflation, the new tokens that are being printed, depress the price relative to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And currently, the attention on crypto is still pretty low. Not many new people enter the space. So the inflation effect is stronger than the illiquidity effect, which leads to Bitcoin and ETH outperforming. So currently, most altcoins underperform, and you can make money with altcoins underperforming. This is how I personally generate my alpha. I bet on altcoins doing worse than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this is doing pretty well since beginning of the year. It's hard to pick this one altcoin that will do well, but it's easy to bet on the overall altcoin market doing worse, to bet on falling prices. Now, making money with falling prices is actually easier than making money from rising prices. And that's because of the return distribution in crypto. Very few altcoins outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. The vast majority has very poor tokenomics. It has expanding token supply. It doesn't have enough people jumping onto the project. It has a lot of potential competition, and that makes most altcoins underperform. So it is easier to bet on falling prices of the poorest altcoins than it is to find the needle in the haystack, to find the one altcoin that might do better than Bitcoin. If you just select a random altcoin out of the top 100, chances are that you're going to do worse than Bitcoin. The chances are probably above 80%. So it's easier to generate alpha on top of just holding Bitcoin by betting on falling prices of poor performers. And the first time where I did this very publicly on the YouTube channel was with the Pancake Swap token. So this is the chart, Cake relative to BNB. It really crashed. And we totally anticipated this crash more than 50% because of the unlock of the staking program of Cake. Now you don't have to trust me, simply just look at the history in premium here with the keyword Cake. We talked about this all the time, starting even from the 3rd of January 2023. So this was over here. And so this is how I handle my videos. I never delete any premium video. I never delete any YouTube video. You can track back what I've said in the past and simply look at how this ages. And I'm for sure not right all the time, but since statistics are in our favor when we bet on falling prices, I am more often right than wrong when it comes to shorting altcoins. Now here's another example. This is Filecoin. This is falling relative to Bitcoin. It's still an open position. Then we've got Optimism. I have talked about this Optimism short already on YouTube, and I still keep that open. I don't think that as to date, which is the 5th of June 2023, that the team and the early backers have already sold. Most of the price depreciation we see so far is probably from short speculative money such as us. There's also other very profit-making positions. This one, for example, I'm not going to disclose this openly now. This is part of premium. Here's another one that we expect to very soon go further down. Again, part of premium. And so that's why the relatively high price of $75 per month is worth it. There is real alpha, real outperformance in the premium membership. If you've got $5,000 that you're willing to dedicate to crypto investments, then I'm very sure that the money that you spend on premium will more than make up for it. The crypto market is simply that inefficient. It's way easier to beat crypto than it is, for example, the stock market, where there's now so many professional investors already in it. But I do understand how spending $75 on a monthly subscription might feel somewhat daunting at the beginning. But I did see how most people simply stay subscribed for the long term because of all of those opportunities. And so here comes the deal. If you are unhappy with the content that comes with premium, if you are dissatisfied, then I will refund you 100% if you message me in the first week. So you sign up, you watch all the videos, you download all the content you want, you check out the Telegram channels, etc. And if after 1 week you don't feel like you get adequate value out of this, then message me in Telegram or email me and you get all your money back. I will simply just refund you within Stripe. I'm that certain that it's really worth it. So there's really no downside for you. There's only upside for trying it out. I really wouldn't know a reason why you wouldn't just give it a shot. So looking forward to see you on Premium. Looking forward to see you in the Premium chats, in the Premium Telegrams. We discuss various opportunities over here. And of course, thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.